This farm is very legendary. It is said that Richard Bull Smith might have parked his bull here while he made his profound journey on the back of a bull. Now, it's up to my father Nick and I to try and document if there's any residual energy here. My name is Nicholas. I am a young paranormal investigator in search of proof of the spirit world. I am also a person that can easily sense and feel spirit energy around me. I am joined by my uncle and cameraman William, and my father and executive producer, Nick. We will search for ghosts at some of the world's most creepiest haunts. This is a haunted legacy. There is only one town out there that is known as the birthplace of a haunted legacy. Smithtown, New York. My father Nick and I are heading to a historic farm where the history of this magical town comes alive. So this is the Franklin O. Arthur farm. This farm is very legendary. It's in one of the hearts of Smithtown. In the 18th century, the front section of the property was constructed, and back in the 19th century, the other buildings were added along with it. It is said that Richard Bull Smith might have parked his bull here while he made his profound journey on the back of a bull. And there could be something mysterious here, you never know. So come with us, we're going to take a look around. Back in 2014, my grandmother Helen and I paid a visit to the Franklin O. Arthur farm while we were trying to understand more about this awe-inspiring town. That's a pretty large pony. There's chicken scratching in the dirt over there. Yeah, there's more farm animals. We're at a Smithtown historical farming area. Look at all these beautiful animals. A Rhode Island red chicken. Come on, rooster, crow for us. It's a lot of beautiful animals, and a turkey too. This whole place is magical. Now it's up to my father Nick and I to try and document if there's any residual energy here. The two of us decided to invite another close friend of ours who will be operating the GoPro camera from now on. Wow, look at this place. I went here with my grandma Helen once before, back in 2014. But we never got a chance to check out this property, and I'm glad we're checking it out. As we approached the back of the barn, we stumbled across our first animals. Look at the sheep here. Dad, this is great to get on film. A sheep. See if the ghost meter goes off. Look at all these sheep right here. Get me too then.
They're looking at us.
We're gonna do an EVP session by the sheep. Hello, sheep. The sheep weren't interested in what we were doing. I split from my father Nick and our good friend John on the GoPro. I went near one of the old farm buildings and did an EVP session on my voice recorder a few feet away from the sheep. Alright, come on, spirits, talk. I attempted to talk to the spirit of Richard Bull Smith. Richard Bull Smith, are you here? We're in Smithtown again, so let's see what's in that window. Something's telling me to come to this area, I don't know why. I feel like over there is where more activity is. I also tried reaching out to the spirit of my grandmother Helen. Come on, make this ghost meter go up. Prove on camera that your energy still resides here. Review my sessions. Alright, come on, spirits, talk. There's too many cars. Dad, I was with here with Grandma Helen before.
I know.
And there was a pony here. That's a pretty large pony. Just gonna keep looking a little bit more. As I brought my EVP session to a close, my father and I approached the chicken coop. We are not saying that the Franklin O. Arthur farm is definitely haunted, but we are paying a visit here to honor my deceased grandmother Helen. I grabbed my thermal imaging camera on my iPad mini. Look at the chickens. The chickens were intrigued by our presence. The hens. Dad, can you get me too?
Mm-hmm.
Mating call.
The mating call. Keep on your shoulder. Look at the hen. Hello. My name is Nicholas. I mean, you no harm. Just a human watching chickens. It looks like a hen to me. Yeah. This is great for a film. Yeah. It shows a little diversity in it.
Yeah, they say a chicken is a modern T-Rex.
Yeah. They say the chicken's the ancestor of Tyrannosaurus Rex and a couple other dinosaurs too. Just like how they walk. How they bob their heads like that.
Yeah. Oh, here they come.
Wow. Hey, chicken. Yeah, get it. Carefully bite though, not to put my fingers in.
They're thinking you're gonna have some food.
Yeah. Sorry, chickens, we don't have any food. There's a whole flock of chickens, and they're inquisitive.
I got you. Me and you, we're on the same page.
At the moment, they're just curious, watching our every move, thinking they're going to be on TV. All right, come on, spirits. Are you by the chickens? Are you by the chicken run? This chicken's going back inside. You want to say anything in the kitchen recorder, chicken? Come on. I'm getting hungry for some chicken, actually. I thought we would be capturing some spirits on the camera, but instead, we're capturing some farm animals. From sheeps to chickens. In the middle of our chicken adventure, an unexpected pony comes along.
Where's Nicholas?
Alright, come on, spirits. Are you by the chickens? Are you by the chicken run? This chicken's going back inside.
Hey, Nicholas. Look.
There's a pony right there. It's not a horse. See if we can get him to come over to us. Just gonna still roll and record it. The ghost meter hasn't spiked yet.
Come on, go.
It's got the same colors as one of those woolly bear caterpillars.
The pony was too afraid to come near us. And from the looks of it, this could potentially be the same exact pony that I saw almost 3 years ago with my grandmother Helen. Then I took out a pair of Motorola radios and gave one to John as my father Nick and I split from him. My father and I searched near the tool shed of the old barn. our friend John on the GoPro wasn't picking up any residual energy. Throughout our time searching, I told John what we were witnessing through the Motorola radio. Just walking around the barn right now, so we'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll try to manage without you.
Look at that, Dad. Old furniture inside there.
Mm.
Where are you now?
We're just by the window looking at some of the old furniture inside the barn. Where are you at?
Keeping calm.
Keeping time? Alright, we're on the way. We weren't feeling anything around the barn, so we wrapped up our walkthrough and met up with John. From all of the walkthroughs and recording sessions that we have done throughout this mission, we all have concluded that there is a possibility that this land may not be haunted. And once again, the primary reason why we conducted a paranormal investigation here was to try and reach out to the spirit of my grandmother Helen, who once set foot on this property. Then the three of us gathered our stuff and wrapped up our mission at the Franklin O. Arthur farm. So, my conclusion to this farm is, it's just lovely, it's beautiful, and it's nice to see all the animals here. And I understood a little bit of the history here, and I tried to search for any of the spirits that could possibly be at this farm. Because Richard Bull Smith and a couple other people might have visited this site back in the 1690s. And as it turns out, we didn't pick up any vibes until just now, because right now I feel that my grandmother Helen is watching over us all as I speak. And what's even more surprising is that my ghost meter also spiked a couple of times, and I felt like I was being drawn to this area for some reason, right over there by that building. So aside from all that, it's a beautiful place, and I hope that more and more people come and visit this site, because it's definitely one of the secrets of Smithtown. So I'm really glad that we got a chance to check it out and include it in our series. Once we left the Franklin O. Arthur farm, I met with my uncle and cameraman William to see what his thoughts were on the property. This barn is very intriguing. It attracts my eye. It should attract other people's eyes too. William couldn't make it with us for this mission, but my father Nick and I and another executive producer for our show, who wishes to remain anonymous, made it. I met with him face to face and started the interview. So, Uncle William, we just came back from the Franklin Arthur farm in Smithtown. I went with my father and my good friend John, and he had the GoPro. And I know you couldn't come with us, and we went to the Franklin Arthur farm to honor Grandma, so... Because I went there with her 3 years ago almost, and what are your thoughts about the property itself?
It's a farm. It looks just like any farm. Basically, I don't know. It's just... it looks like they raised some sheep there. They had a pony there. So, I don't know. Without being there, there's not much you can really say about it.
I mean, we tried to capture all that stuff there. We were trying to see if Grandma would come through and all that. Like, what do you think about that otherwise, you know, with Grandma and stuff? You think that was nice I went with her?
Yeah, that was good. That was very nice.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure she enjoyed it.
we have ghost hunted in Smithtown, New York several times for the past 3 years, and each time we came to this town, we collected evidence and profound memories. From the malevolent spirits that haunt Katie's bar to the Franklin O. Arthur farm, I have certainly enjoyed my time ghost hunting in this town with my team. While we were searching at the Franklin O. Arthur farm, we desperately tried to communicate with the spirit of my grandmother and the spirit of Richard Bull Smith, the man who is responsible for creating this legendary town. And we were also very lucky enough to invite another executive producer for our adventures. And while I was doing one of my EVP sessions, I felt like I was being drawn to a particular area on the property some reason. All I can conclude is that I certainly feel that my grandmother Helen is watching over us all and wants us to stay strong and healthy. And who knows if Smithtown, New York has any more intriguing haunts, and if so, then we're intrigued.